Sean Diddy Combs' federal case has become one of the most talked about celebrity trials in years, blending courtroom drama, celebrity downfall, and the raw details of a lifestyle that prosecutors said crossed into criminal territory. Combs was first arrested on September 16, 2024, and detained at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. From the outset, his arrest sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. The 7-week trial began on May 5, 2025, with opening statements that set the stage for what will become a courtroom spectacle filled with emotional testimony, graphic evidence, and fierce legal arguments. The government portrayed Combs as a powerful mogul who uses wealth and influence to orchestrate drug-laced hotel nights and freak-offs, where women were transported across state lines for sexual encounters. Defense attorneys, by contrast, painted him as a man whose private life was unconventional but not criminal, insisting that he never engaged in coercion or profited from prostitution. After weeks of testimony, including from his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura and another woman identified only as Jane, jurors deliberated for 3 tense days. On July 1, 2025, the verdict came. Not guilty on the most serious charges of racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking, but guilty on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution under Mann Act. Gasps echoed in the courtroom as the decision was read aloud. Combs, 55, sat stone-faced, but his legal team quickly vowed to appeal. The mixed verdict stunned observers. While he was cleared of charges that carried the potential for decades in prison, the Mann Act convictions still left him facing up to 20 years behind bars. U.S. District Judge Arun Subramanian denied Combs' request for bail, citing his history of violence and influence, ordering that he remain in custody until sentencing. Prosecutors later indicated they would seek a 4 to 5 year prison term, despite the maximum penalty. Still, Combs' attorneys fought back, filing motions for acquittal or a new trial. They argued that the Mann Act had been misapplied, calling it outdated and vague, and claimed that their client's behavior reflected a consensual swinger's lifestyle, not prostitution. They insisted there was no commercial intent, and accused prosecutors of inflaming the jury with salacious evidence tied to the dismissed charges of sex trafficking. Federal prosecutors were unyielding. In a late-night filing made public nearly 3 weeks after the verdict, they called Combs' motions baseless and urged the judge to swiftly deny them. The jury's verdict was supported by overwhelming evidence. They wrote, pointing to testimony about Combs' freak-offs and hotel nights that often included hired male sex workers, luxury travel, and heavy drug use. Prosecutors insisted the law was clear and applicable and demanded sentencing move forward on October 3, 2025. The trial's fallout has extended far beyond the courtroom. Combs' family, particularly his twin daughters, have made rare public appearances to show support, while his sons have faced renewed media scrutiny, one for pursuing his own music career, another for his brushes with the law. Meanwhile, Combs' legal team has opened an aggressive front outside the criminal courts, filing defamation lawsuits against NBC Universal, Peacock, and other media outlets, accusing him of fueling a trial by media that destroyed his reputation before the jury even deliberated. Reports have even surfaced, though denied by his lawyers, that Combs is considered studying law himself, perhaps inspired by his grueling fight in federal court. For now, the once untouchable music mogul remains behind bars, awaiting his fate. The sentencing hearing on October 3 will be a defining moment, not just for Combs, but for how history remembers him. Will he serve years in federal prison, or will his legal team succeed in carving out a lighter outcome? Either way, the empire of Sean Diddy Combs has been shaken to its core, and the world will be watching as the saga continues to unfold.